Hey now, it is Selection Sunday, March 16th. My Michigan State Spartans have extended the record for the longest active streak in the tournament. Not that anyone cares. We're here to talk about autographs. And we are at Lopez. And I just have to say, when people come to me and they ask me, what's your favorite autograph? It's really tough to pick, but I usually say Lopez. And I'm going to tell you the story in a second. But real quickly, a little bit background about Lopez. I mean, he was a good player, not a great player at all. Just looking at his records real quickly here, 261 lifetime average, 51 home runs, a two-time All-Star, nothing that great. He made his mark as a manager with a 584 winning percentage. He led the White Sox to pennants. He led the Indians to pennants. Like during the time of the heyday of the Yankees, he was the only American League team to beat the Yankees. But I mean, looking at it all, I mean, his 1410 and 1004, 584 is a great win percentage, but like 1400 wins overall, very good Hall of Fame level. I don't know. I think because of his background, maybe again that helped him a lot get in. But let's talk about his autograph and my story why he's my favorite autograph. So growing up in the late 80s to early 90s, Lopez may have done a show of a lot of mass signings. That's what Ron says. I mean, Ron says in his book that he did he was engaged in many mass signings. I am telling you this. When I grew up and I had all the Beckett's, I would always go through them. The one person that would never show up in any of them was Lopez. At least when I was doing public autograph signings, Lopez never did one. So it was like when I was a freshman at Michigan State, I went down to the Ted Williams Museum in Tampa, and I knew Hernando, Florida, but I knew Lopez lived in the area. And I tried to find him. I couldn't find him. Then finally I picked up like the Spalding guy that had every major leaguer's address ever. I found Lopez's and I wrote him a letter. I still have the letter right here. I'm going to read it. My name is Frank Reinstein. I am 19 years old and I attend Michigan State University. I have many goals in my life, and one of the most important of these goals is to receive the autograph of every living Hall of Famer. I only need 5 more autographs. 6 if you elect someone today on the Veterans Committee. He was on the Veterans Committee then. I traveled all the way from Michigan to Hernando, Florida to try and obtain your autograph, and was upset to learn when I got there that you were not going to sign autographs. He was supposed to be at the Ted Williams Museum. He never showed up. That's just thing. I was tempted to buy your autograph, but I could not afford the price of it. Also, I would like to obtain all my autographs in person if possible. I was later told by a dealer at the show that I could obtain your autograph in person. He told me that I should go to your house instead and ask you in person. He added that you usually sign at your door. Truthfully, my dad and I tried to locate your house. Unfortunately, there were so many Al and A. Lopez's in the phone book, I did not know where to start, or if you are even in the phone book. I later obtained your address back in Michigan. I was hoping that you could please mail me back an autograph. I really do not care what it is on. I promise I will cherish it. You can personalize it too, Frank, if you are not sure. I lost page 2 of it, but basically it said I'm coming back to Orlando, Tampa area in the fall if I could come to your house and get an autograph. And he wrote back to me on page 2, which I can't find in this letter. I'm so mad. And he said, when you come back, I will sign 1. And he underlined the 1 autograph. So my dad had a friend in Tampa, and he was in charge of finding Lopez's house. And this is before Waze, before Apple Maps, like even before, like there were like these were like the AAA triptychs back then. And Lopez lived deep in a golf community, and somehow he found the house. So this is what happened. I'm going to tell the story. I have to tell the story. So we go to his house. We find it. This is my only chance I'm going to be in Tampa area. I live in Michigan, as probably most of you know. I get there. I ring the doorbell, and there's no answer. And I was like devastated. And he had a garage where it had a window, like through the garage, so you could see into the garage. And I looked through the window in the garage. The car wasn't there. And so my dad's like, write him a note. So I wrote a note, and I put it in his mailbox. When I put it in the mailbox, I opened up the mailbox, and sure enough, the keys to his house were in the mailbox. No, I did not break in. I was devastated. We went to dinner, and my dad and his friend, like, let's try it one more time. We go back. I peek through the garage. Sure enough, there's a car in the garage. I ring the doorbell. Al Lopez opens up. I tell him I'm Frank Reinst. My Frank, I came from Michigan just to get an autograph. And he's like, you came all the way from Michigan? I'm like, yes, it's so important. You never do shows. And he really has not done a show. Like, he's supposed to do this one show, and Hernando, he didn't show up. And like, you please sign the one autograph. No problem. Sign the one autograph for me. And then I'd like to remember the letter. He's like, he didn't remember the letter, but he did say the letter, come on, I'll sign one autograph. Anyways, he signed the autograph. We left, we went on our way. And I was just beaming that I got Al Lopez's autograph. A short time later, I went to the National, I think that year, and I was told, like I told the Al Lopez story, and someone was like, oh yeah, he's got a sign on his door now that he will not sign any more autographs at his door. I do recall before he passed away, he did do one show in New Jersey, and I couldn't believe it. I was like blown away that he did a show, but I was still happy. So anyways, that is my Al Lopez story. Usually I share the PSA autograph facts. I am not going to do that for once. I'm going to start with my autograph. This is my Al Lopez autograph. It's on a sweet spot. Yes, unfortunately, I did use black pen. I don't know why. It still looks good. It hasn't yellowed. I still have it. I'm looking at it right now, but this is my Al Lopez autograph signed in like 1999 when he passed away. When did he pass away? He passed away in, I don't know, in this book. This book should tell me, and it does not. But anyways, he passed away. I remember he was the oldest living Hall of Famer when he passed away. He was the big proponent of Bobby Veeks getting into the Hall of Fame. Was never able to get him in, however. So anyways, we're going to shift from that into the PSA database, what to look for with the Al Lopez autograph. Now, this is a very late in life Al Lopez autograph. I think it's good. I wouldn't buy one like this. He like they said he lived to like 97, so he lived like a good full life. But like again, he wasn't signing autographs. He was not good through the mail at all. Like when I sent him, it was a very passionate letter, as you could tell, and everything. But like, so I'd like if I were buying an Al Lopez autograph today, even though I think this is good, this is not the one I would buy because there's so many of them out there, and I was kind of surprised how many of them are out there because he was such a tough autograph for me to get in person as a kid. Like I said, he finally caved and did a show. Maybe these autographs are all from that show. I don't know. But again, he always signed this like the line going up. Usually this A, again, is pretty round and smooth. The L is much shorter, almost like an E. He has this L here. Sometimes it hooks right here. Sometimes it's all the way through. And again, you're going to get the E all the way through. The Z is kind of like, you can see like almost like a zigzag here and straight up. I just want to go a little more right here. Again, this is more common. 1963 is my guess is when he signed this. But again, right here, the L is pretty much always the same. The A goes up. You want an open A right here. Comes down. Again, the L looks like an E. This L right here is a big full L. Like I said, here it comes up pointed. It can go round. Again, what happened? Do you want to? Sorry, I'm back. So make the right here. Go through the E and the Z. Again, this right here is signed by Dick Perez and Al Lopez. Again, this is your typical Al Lopez right here. Again, straight up right here. You can't see it, but this doesn't start up here. It starts down here, goes up. Open A. The L looks like an E. Again, the big L right here should be the top. Pointed right here. Go to the PEZ. A nice smooth autograph, and maybe, okay, this is a nice vintage autograph. I'm not going to spend too much time. This is not the typical autograph you're going to see of Al Lopez. Although my guess is he was a very good signer. Again, this looks like another playing day career, maybe managerial career. But even back then, you can see the A started here and going around. But the L is more pronounced right here. As he got older, this A got bigger, and this L turned more into an E. Again, the Lopez, pretty much all the same. Again, looks like a more vintage signature. I'm trying to see some more modern signatures. This looks a little more modern. Again, right here, you can see the open. The A comes out here, starts over here. Again, sometimes this goes all the way covered. Sometimes it comes through like this, the A. And again, the L right here. Again, this is probably a little more vintage. And this Lopez right here. See, there's a point right here and a point right here. Again, that's more common with the Al Lopez autographs. It's almost like a signed check. But again, this is what you're trying to see right now. Again, you're not always going to see this triangle, like I said right here. I've seen them like many different versions, not many, but several different versions of this L right here. Fortunately, I guess he did sign a lot. And again, what you're looking for is big L right here, the A starting here. You don't want to see any hesitations. I know the first one hesitation. And that's why I'm not a real big fan of that. Okay, this is Alfonso Lopez from 1933. Again, not one you're going to see very often. And this is probably, again, during this time. This is more unusual. The Lopez is pretty much similar to what you see right here. The L, it's kind of weird that it curves all the way down, almost looks like a C. Usually starts and it goes straight. It doesn't curve like a C right there. So, again, I went to look on eBay right here. And, again, they all look good to me. I was trying to find like $70. Sounds about right for his autograph. Again, the reason why it sounds right to me, it's like I really don't think he signed that much. He was like such a tough signer. Again, these all look good. They all have varying degrees right here. But again, you see how the A right here comes. There's a little bit of a gap right here. The L is small, looks like an E. Nice round right here. You can see the L is all like here it's round, here it touches. Again, it's all the same. The Z should be coming up like this is more what I want to see with an L Lopez autograph. Again, going down, you can see like some of the, like I said, he did do a signing like in the mid to late 90s finally. And it was like the last signing he did. And the only signing that I know of he did. So again, now they're getting cheaper. So like I said, it's not really that tough of an autograph. And one thing I'm going to do real quick at the end of this video, Sign to the Pastime. I watched this, discovered this. He did a great like history about Al Lopez. So I want to link that to the bottom of my video. It's a great video by Sign to the Pastime. So that's really it for Al Lopez. We're going to move from him. We're going to finish off the L's finally with Ted Lyons. So I appreciate y'all listening to my story. Usually I don't tell that many stories, but I love my Al Lopez autograph. So as always, keep collecting.